Welcome back to Careful Boys. We're very careful boys, and today we're joined by a careful girl.
Hey, what up, Kat?
Welcome back, of course. We love Kat.
What's up, Kat?
Hey, Kat.
What's up, Kat?
Hello.
So you got into Shiba.
I got into Shiba. I did.
Tell us about your experience with Shiba Coin.
Well, I first found out about Shiba from my boyfriend because at the time he was scrolling on, I forgot which app it was. He was scrolling. He's like, "Oh, look, there's another like Shiba Inu coin. There's Dogecoin and there's this. Maybe I'll buy some as a joke and see if it goes anywhere." So he buys a bunch, like a good amount, when it's basically worth nothing. And I end up buying like maybe like a few $100s worth shortly after him. What ends up happening is he sees that nothing's happening with the Shiba coin, and he sees NFTs are popping off. So he starts buying NFTs, and he's thinking to himself, you know what, if I have to sacrifice one of my coins, I might as well sacrifice the Shiba coin. It's not doing anything. So on October 1st, he then takes all of his Shiba coins and sells it so he could buy a Yakuza cat.
Yakuza cat! That's pretty cool, though.
That is tight.
Is it an NFT?
Yes, it is.
Only dog coins do well on...
Yeah, and I believe it was what, like October 2nd, October 3rd, Shiba Inu coin basically fucking skyrocketed, and he loses it out on basically $300,000.
Oh, whoa!
I was gonna sell at the peak, but I forgot.
He sold like right there.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh!
That's some little oofy doofies.
I feel like I need to link my boyfriend up with you guys because he buys all the coins like when he should, but then he sells it too.
Bring him over!
Yeah, bring him over.
What's happening?
I don't buy shit like this though, but I'm jealous.
You're jealous?
Like anybody else. Oh, sure. I mean, I've done very well, doesn't matter, but this would have been a crazy fucking ride. That's for
It's a guess, right? Yeah.
I think that's what I do all the time, though. I sell right
NFT.
before boosts.
right before it goes to boost.
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, I make profit, but not like that kind of profit.
My boyfriend has been punching the air.
I watch something boost and then I buy it and then I watch it go away.
Go
That's
away.
also thrilling.
It used to
In a
be
different way.
your meme, but that's not true anymore, my friend. So we were talking off camera about the Metaverse
Yes.
and how all this stuff is kind of launching, like NFTs related to different like universes that are going to exist on the blockchain that you can interact with. What are your thoughts on the Metaverse?
I don't really know what it is. I saw the trailer that Mark Zuckerberg had released of himself in it doing a conference call. I don't think he knows how to be a normal person.
He looks like a robot.
Yeah. He's like a programmed robot who was given lines, so that was a little weird. But what is the Metaverse? Is it just like The Sims? And why do you want to buy stuff for it?
Have you ever heard of that Second Life game?
Yeah, back in the day, that's
Yeah, it's kind of like that, right? Where it creates a whole universe.
It's like The Sims.
like The Sims. Yeah.
/ Ready Player One.
Yeah,
It's like Avatar.
oh, I see.
Avatar, yeah, on Pandora. Blue aliens.
That's pretty cool.
But there's a lot of shit to it. Like, you could like work out, you could do all kinds of crazy shit, like everyday life stuff. And then like the glasses that they're developing, you can exist in the real world while simultaneously in the virtual.
So it's like
AR.
AR,
Yeah.
VR. That's the new thing.
So it's not just
like putting on like an Oculus and like going into a totally different digital space, but it's like adapting like your real world surroundings and then having things work in that space as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, like you're playing tennis and shit or whatever, and then your friend is like in Tokyo and you're playing tennis.
Great example of this too is me and Anthony are getting airdropped these boots that are just fucking boots, and you can see them. You can see them through AR. So you like look down at your boots, and then you can see your friend's boots potentially if they're in the same room as you.
Where do I get the glasses from? How do I get the glasses?
Like Google.
Right now, the tech will be through like your phone for like all the AR stuff, but they're developing. They've already worked on things. I think there was like a Ray-Ban iteration that came out that already is able to like. I think the hard part is taking all of that hardware and putting it into something so small.
Compact.
Yeah, so right now it's like you can take photos, you can kind of like record stuff with glasses, you can start doing a little bit of that stuff with the tech, but to get it to where they want to, they're literally saying like it's going to take about 5 to 10 years of development.
Damn.
That's for sure the direction that makes the most sense. Watch that. I mean, imagine you go from Facebook, one of the largest like social media marketing connective apps in the world that has like over 1 billion people. When they say that they're going to invest in a direction like Meta and change their whole name and develop that out for the next few years, it's like it's going to work.
Imagine games launching on the Metaverse.
It's gonna be sick.
Right, where they use these things called UTXOs, like to basically transfer property between different blockchains, but you don't even really know that that's happening. So say you're playing like a Spider-Man game, And in that game, you get these special boots or some shit, or special like web slingers.
Nah, let's go boots.
You can transfer. We'll go boots. You can transfer them into a different game that's also on the Metaverse that launched on the Metaverse, and you're wearing your Spider-Man gloves or whatever the fuck in that game, and it's your unique NFT, so it's yours, and you could trade it, sell it, whatever you want to do.
Facebook announced that, or Mark Zuckerberg announced that GTA is gonna be in the fucking Metaverse. Imagine that shit. You're gonna fucking do crime.
Dude, we're gonna rob liquor stores.
Dude,
Bro.
can you imagine?
Cars.
That's so cool. Like, you're gonna actually be able to fucking go up and put that and point out at people and fucking shoot them?
It's gonna be so.
That's exactly
You
why it's being
could
built.
walk up to cars and pull it up and fucking go and beat the fuck out of a grandma in the car. You fucking take it away and drive it?
No?
Yeah.
You're not hurting anybody, not anybody real.
Yeah.
You're just taking away their time.
It's like Westworld.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Wow, that's gonna be so crazy.
You know what's crazy? I played GTA for 48 hours one day, and then when I went to go
2 days, but yes.
2 days,
It felt like one though, right?
it felt like one day because I didn't sleep. And then I went to go get some 7-Eleven pizza and shit because I got hungry. And then when I was driving through the streets, I wanted to fucking knock over the light posts while I was driving, and I was like, man, and I was
GTA
walking
syndrome.
into the store, and I was like, I wanted to punch the fucking cash register dude, but I didn't do any of that shit because I'm like, this is reality.
Dude, I hate when I'm robbing them and then he pulls out a shotgun instantly. I'm like, yo, fuck, fucking chill, motherfucker, what the fuck?
I was gonna kill you.
Yeah.
I hate when I'm robbing him and he defends himself.
I do hate that because you don't know when he's gonna do it, and I'm always like, now I just killed him instantly. 'cause I'm
In the
so
game, they only have fucking $20 in the register anyway, dude.
sucks, dude.
It's not enough.
That they're all aware of the amendments and shit. So it sucks.
It's completely lost, dude.
I think when I think of like the movie Inception, remember when they go into that scene where they're like underground and everybody's got like that fucking drug that like keeps them hell asleep under so they can go to like deeper dimensions.
Yeah.
And then that like old dark guys is kind of like fucking like they come here to wake up or whatever the fuck he says, you know what I mean? Where it's like, what's the difference between being in the dream world versus not? I get fucking stoked about this shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm down to like no longer exist in this dimension and just be plugged in for the rest of the metaverse existence. I think that'd be so
Matrix
fun.
style?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need much, right? Because if you're in that world and you could make it look like a fucking penthouse in New York City, but you're like in this shitty dinky room, what do you care?
Yeah, so like you can move to like fucking in the middle of America, get giant ass land, you know what I mean? And then just fucking, you don't even need furniture. You just need soft shit everywhere, just in case you don't run into stuff.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I hope by then they have that. Have you seen the tech where the guys on
It's like a treadmill that goes 360.
Those are sick.
Is this the future of retirement homes?
I
Are we
hope
gonna
so.
put like all of our parents in this?
It'd be
have
way
them
less
too?
depressing than the retirement homes that exist now. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Less abuse, maybe?
You're gonna make it so you can interact with your house, so then you can get like a blank ass house and then some like boring furniture, and it'll be super cheap. But then you could change the color and all that stuff with your fucking glasses.
Or you could also like retirement homes, like imagine like they're old, they can't do a lot of physical stuff, right? And they're chilling in a wheelchair all day, and you fucking throw like a metaverse gear on them or whatever the fuck, and suddenly they're like flying or running, you know what I mean? Just being able to feel like you can just be young again. I feel like that's a future. I mean, sure, AI, death, and all this crazy stuff where they take over, maybe, but I just think that that's a direction that's worth going for.
Yeah,
It
we'll have
seems,
to
it
worry
seems
about it.
inevitable because at least now we'll have a generation of old people that actually played games when they were young.
Oh,
So it'll be
shit.
like more like, oh, this is what I want. Because I used to always look at old people back and they'd be like, y'all can be playing video games all day.
Why don't you go play some Final Fantasy?
But y'all eating
Grandma?
applesauce, having a hurt back. But like, I always imagine when I'm old, then I can finally replay every single game. Probably in way better HD than it was in the 80s. Yeah.
Man, that's so true. I'll play all the Metal Gear Solids again and be so confused by the storyline, but enjoy the game. It'll be really fun.
It might make you feel young again too, because they say that if you do things of that like era that reminds you of that time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
your neurons are like, your mind thinks you're in that time again, because it doesn't know like, you know, just dates and anything. It's just like observing and the feelings, right? Because they got a bunch of dudes that have Alzheimer's, these like geezers, right? And then they put them in a dormitory. They dressed up the fucking thing like it was a college thing, right? Like a fucking college dorm. And then the guys would party, fucking live like a college like life, dude. And then they said their health, memory, everything went back up. Today's video is brought to you by Curology. All right, guys, shout out to Curology because I've been working with them now for a little over 2 years. In my skin routine life, I feel much, much better about this process.
It looks very clear.
Thank you very much. If it wasn't for my homeless ways, I think that I definitely would be much, much dirtier here. Because if Curology never came around, I don't think I'd really wash my face with soap.
You use vegetable oil?
I used water to rinse it, or I let the shampoo drip into my face and I just used that.
Yeah.
And that's no way to be an adult.
That's not skincare.
It's not skincare, but I was always intimidated by it. So when they first approached me, I was like, well, first off, I'm not a beauty vlogger, okay?
Yeah.
But they're like, no, check this out, okay? We're gonna make this process easy for you. You go online, there's a quick little survey of what your skin goals are. Like maybe you just don't want to be an aging old man. Maybe you got pimples. Maybe you got dry skin or you're oily. There's different type of goals that people have, right? Because we all have different needs for skincare. And then after you fill out the survey, they create a specific formula just for me, customized, right? And I was like, dude, that already sounds super next level because one problem I had and why I avoided skincare is because you walk down the aisle and there's so many options that it's overwhelming. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with this stuff? I don't know, it just says like body wash for men and it smells. And I'm like, I don't know, there's too much to read.
Too much.
I just rather rinse with water. What's wrong with that? I still get a girlfriend. And then what I realized is that when the process was easy, it made me wanna do it more, right?
Yeah.
And then so I started getting the Curology kit, right? What it comes with is a face wash, so I could get that down.
Yep.
Number 2, they got face cream, my formula, right? That, by the way, is not just some robot doing it. And this dermatology expert knows what the hell they're doing, okay? So you got somebody behind the scenes who you upload your pictures and then they see what, you know, your skin is now and they kind of help you create this formula. And on top of that, this kit too, it has a moisturizer. So after you put your cream on, you moisturize it and you keep it nice and healthy.
Yeah, because you don't want to get your skin products from a expert at the supermarket.
No.
Who just bagged the cabbage and now he's gonna tell you how to wash your face.
Right.
That's why dermatology is so important. And so if you're looking for ultra easy skincare that's made specifically for you, check out Curology, because it doesn't even matter what your goals are. It could be acne or getting rid of acne, dark skin spots, clogged pores, fine lines, all of that. They take care of all of that. And like Joe said, they'll give you a custom prescription created by a dermatology provider made just for you. And you take a short quiz online and they send it to you every single month so you don't have to go to any store.
That's cool. And not just skincare and stuff. Look, they just came out with this. It's lip balm. I like the packaging. Look, like, bam, look at this. You know, any company that takes care of their packaging and makes the whole experience like, this is nice, it's going on my body. This is going on my luscious lips, baby.
They got 4 new flavors, original, mint, vanilla, and passion fruit.
Ooh, they're trying to make me go to Hawaii.
Yep.
Okay, whoa, look at this, dude.
Oh, that's
Look
a
at it.
sick one.
What the heck is happening to hair? It's vanilla.
Whoa.
Whoa, it's like a lightsaber, bro. Look at that. Oh!
Dude, I need that one. Thank you for sending it. I need something like this. Because my current chapstick, it's the kind with the cap. Sometimes I pull the cap off and the whole thing comes out. So I actually really like this, especially since I live in hot-ass Vegas, where my chapstick's melting all the time. It smells really good.
That's cool.
So get Curology like I did. Go to Curology.com/offtherecord to get a free 30-day trial. All you have to do is pay $5 for the shipping. And in 30 days, you can see a tremendous difference. So I highly recommend giving it a try because it's free anyways. Go to Curology.com/offtherecord for a free 30-day trial. All you have to do is pay for shipping.
Bro, smell this.
Ooh, that one's a good one.
Dude, just look at this. Look, it opens the hole before it opens up the lip balm.
Because like the sensory like thing, right?
Yeah. So if we get fucking Pizza Hut and video games when we're seniors, we're gonna feel like we're 12 again.
And just like an older Asian person coming just hitting us every
Just beating our ass from work and fucking smacking us, dude.
right when it's a good part of the game, they just unplug it. Oh, my emotions are back.
Imagine we have a business where we have a bunch of old people plugged into VR glasses with pizzas around, and people are like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, we're treating Alzheimer's.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Working. This is a prescription virtual boy.
What I can't wait for is when people are in, like, they're in the metaverse now. There are 4 white walls around them or whatever, right? Very boring. And then it costs the same as real life to upgrade their lives.
Oh, yeah, that would happen.
We're back to 0.
But that's probably gonna. Do you think that's gonna?
Of course it's gonna be like that. Only early adopters maybe get cheap
So
prices.
if I do the metaverse early, and if I want to buy, you said I could buy a penthouse in this metaverse.
Well, you gotta buy. Yeah, it's kind of pricey
It's a
though.
location too, so like it's gonna
does.
be more expensive if it's metaverse in New York versus like metaverse in Minnesota.
So check this.
Oh yeah, that's
There's
true.
a project called Sand right now, and it has the same kind of thing where the real estate is based on the congestion of the roads and where everything's going. So you can, get prime real estate in like more of a city center, and that's going to cost you more money because more people are going to see stuff. You can also advertise there for like whatever your business is in game.
So when you have your glasses on, you can see.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That is crazy.
And Snoop Dogg's actually associated with that, but he's associated with everything.
Yeah, he is.
Snoop Dogg's doing a bunch of shit for no reason. I love it.
I think he's doing it for a little bit of scratch.
He has a verse on a Vietnamese song.
I saw that.
Years, I don't know who the Vietnamese singer is, but he has like a random.
It looks crazy.
Yeah, like a random verse in a fully Vietnamese song. This guy's singing Vietnamese, then suddenly Snoop Dogg comes in, starts rapping in English, and then he dips.
Does he have any like Vietnamese related bars in there?
No, I don't think so. I don't remember.
A little bit with the Vietnamese song.
Don't know why I'm on this track. Maybe it's because I'm black.
Does he have some like Vietnamese references? That'd be pretty cool.
Paycheck hella fat.
You know what I mean?
Paycheck hella fat.
That'd be cool if he was confused on the track.
Snoop Dogg
The whole verse.
Yeah, the whole
he
verse.
showed a compilation of all the random shit that he was in. Like he's been in video games. Like he's also been in Bollywood films and music videos.
Like detergent commercials.
Yeah.
He's been in like Ukrainian like
Everything.
soap stuff. Like
Wasn't he in GTA San Andreas as well?
I think so.
He was.
That's something I'd want to be in.
Fuck yeah.
He should be in like sexual harassment, like workplace videos. That'd be tight.
Him telling you like no means no.
Yeah, but like he just like in a cameo in a situation, because then the people at work would be like, "Oh shit, this is actually way cooler."
and then he's gonna be like, if you fuck up, I'll kill you.
Oh, you guys hear that? You guys fucking Snoop Dogg's gonna beat
I'm
our
both
ass.
sexually harassed now.
Because
Do you
Snoop
guys
Dogg.
remember those old videos back in the day where all these celebrities were in situations where someone would say, "Oh, that's gay," and then the slogan was like, "Before you say that's gay, are you thinking about what you're actually saying?" Like,
Oh shit, they had a
that's
PSA.
what Snoop Dogg would be doing. He'd be doing like HR videos like that.
He should.
No means no. Time's up. Me too.
Just in the metaverse now. That in the metaverse.
I feel like Snoop's word has a lot of weight. So if he tells you to do something, I feel like a lot of people be like, "Yeah, I'll think about that." That's pretty sure.
But he's probably also super high, so it's like, sure.
We got glasses on, so you can't really tell. You know what I mean? No, but you know he's
I
famous.
think it's assumed.
There's just smoke everywhere. You know.
Hey, think about it like this. Speaking of Snoop, I remember one of the greatest concert moments of my life. I mentioned this before. Was going to Coachella to watch Snoop and Dre, and then Snoop comes out and he tells everybody to put their motherfucking blunts in the air. Everybody's smoking hella weed, and then they bring back Tupac as a
That was
Cra- oh, you were
hologram.
there?
Yeah, I was there. And this girl next to me is like, "Oh my God, Tupac's alive!" And I was dying. I was lit as fuck, just being like, "This is brilliant!" Like,
Because she was so high, right?
she was super high. Yeah, she was super high. People were fucking screaming, but I was screaming too. But it wasn't like he's alive. It was just so.
You're like, I ain't
so
that high.
entertaining. Imagine you're.
But I knew he wasn't alive.
And then you just see a hologram.
I didn't believe it.
What can you do in the digital space now? Like you're putting a hologram in the real space. We're not even talking about VR and glasses.
Two Tupacs.
Right? Exactly. 3 Pac.
That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Tupac. But I guess the idea is like you can probably have dead people totally exist in the metaverse. Not dead. Like we could probably go to like a Beatles concert. We could probably go to like an MJ concert or something like that in the future.
Based on AI, you know how like they make AI generated songs based on what artists have done in the past? If there's just like a new Beatles album,
Yeah. Whoa.
Beatles saying the things they would have said when you interview them.
They will do it.
Dude, they said that like we're gonna be able to go to the era like when we're studying like history. Like you go to fucking
Are you kidding me? We'll learn more than ever. Because if learning was that engaged, bro, I wouldn't be on JK News right now. Fucking kidding me?
I know, right?
I'd be a fucking civic engineer.
Where would you go first? What area?
It's like some magic fucking school bus kind of shit where they take you to that area.
In that
Right into the belly and shit.
Yeah, in that meta video, because you watch the trailer of Mark Zuckerberg, but there's actually a whole over an hour long video that's really entertaining if you play back at like 1.5x speed.
That's
but
fine.
but like you watch the whole thing, they go into like all the directions, and one of those with the education and learning, it's like literally like you put on the fucking glasses and suddenly you're in like Roman historical squares, and like, you're buying fucking fruit, and they're talking about,
And you're hungrier than fuck.
feeling the vibe, feeling like kind of like the
famine
heartbeat
vibes,
of
you
like
know?
that area. So it's gonna be sick as fuck.
You see somebody with polio dying and shit.
Throwing the shit tub out the window.
Oh yeah, dude. There's shit tubs.
You step in horse shit. You look at the bottom of your shoe, it's there.
They don't let you go in the brothel. That's all. It's just
Imagine the
restricted.
The Renaissance Fair is like, guys, we've been doing that.
They're picketing outside in the metaverse. Our jobs, just digital avatars of themselves.
Protesting it.
I like how that's what they see. That's what they see.
Come to Santa Fe down.
You know why they never look their part though? Is because everyone's like dressed the part, but nobody takes care of their bodies.
Yeah, and everybody takes square for payment at the freaking when you buy the
Ruins
corn.
the vibe, dude.
Pickles from the boobs.
It's like 21st century bodies, and then like maybe the clothes matches, but everyone else, it doesn't look right.
Because you guys have you been to the Renaissance Fair when you're wearing a watch or you have your phone out? Has that ever happened to you?
Oh yeah.
Like they'll just like go, what's this device you got here? What is this curious thing you brought in? And then like they make a big deal, and then they just go, we accept PayPal, Zelle. So like by the end of it, it's like, okay, well,
This is bullshit.
after you've sold me and I want to buy, now we're back to the
Silver
future.
nuggets.
They just break character.
We should trade in silver coins or something.
So it's nice to know you can go to the metaverse, see that shit, and that doesn't happen because it's highly redundant every stall you go.
They're gonna start accepting Bitcoin soon too. I heard. The Renaissance Fair.
Nice.
Paying in Bitcoin. That'd be
Did you
pretty
guys ever get into like these? What do you call it? Those role-playing worlds?
LARP.
Like World of Warcraft and stuff like that, where you can build your character and all that shit.
Yeah, I played this game called Star Wars Galaxies, and there was two people getting married in it, and I
Oh wow.
yeah, I went to the wedding with my brother, and we role played that he was sitting in my spot, and I asked him to please move, and he refused. And back then in the game, if you had a certain weapon that you weren't qualified to use, you just missed the whole time, but it would still have the effects of the weapon. So I then pulled out like a blaster and I started rolling and fucking firing at him in the aisle while the bride and groom were walking. And then he's firing a rocket launcher at me and like missing because you miss every time. So we were doing that for like fucking an hour. Crying, laughing. Yeah. And
You ruined their
ruined their wedding, and it was like a huge post on like the Sony Online Entertainment forums about how like we were griefers and all this shit.
Oh no!
And they had to cancel the wedding. Yeah.
Can you imagine? You ruined the digital thing people can do in the metaverse.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be
Ruined a real
I
wedding.
ruined a Star Wars wedding I don't know if they were actually two people trying to get married in real life, but in the game. But
they took that shit dead seriously.
They're dead serious, bro. They're walking down the aisle and everything, and everybody's role playing, and they asked everybody to role play, so I role played like a little bar fight with my brother. And then yeah,
took it too far.
we ruined it, and we were even like rolling like up next to the bride and groom, like like the whole
getting in the way.
Yeah,
Could you hear audio of people like groaning and like saying?
No, you can't. You couldn't hear the other people's voices. You could just hear all the ambient explosion sounds the whole time, and the blast was like pew 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 pew. It was so fucking fun.
I'm surprised nobody else joined you guys.
They didn't. They were all taking it very seriously.
No one shot you guys to.
They couldn't because we both had agreed to duel each other. So you can't just fight anybody you want in the game.
It's a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, there was a beautiful little exploit that I found, and yeah, it was really fun.
Imagine sitting in a digital wedding like that, dude. You know?
Dude, they were all lined up, like I'm not kidding, like lined up in a row. And then the bride and groom were like walking out and shit, and me and him fucking rolling and fucking firing at each other, throwing grenades and shit.
God, I wish you could hear what they were saying. That would have been weird.
They were typing stuff to us, very mean things.
Like,
Is that gonna be you in the metaverse?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's me in every game, dude. I'm the biggest shit-talking stupid fuck that ever lived.
Yeah, the game of life as well.
Yeah. It's me in Pirate Game, dude. I set fire to my own boat.